Look at these two scenes. Hopefully, you've never seen them before. Let's call them Clip A and Clip B. They're the exact same style of shot, but one of these is from a movie and the other is from a TV show. And I'm willing to bet that you can tell the difference. Take a look. Fuck it. You don't need that much time. If you couldn't tell, don't worry. But Clip A was the TV show, which is a scene from House, while Clip B is the movie, which is a scene from No Country for Old Men. But why was that so easy? Aside from maybe the picture quality and the aspect ratio, what you may have subconsciously noticed was the color grading. Here's the same scene, but now on the right, I've done my best to undo the color grading to show what it would have looked like raw. Notice the differences in color between the highlights and the shadows in the clips. This overall yellow or orange tint to the highlights would suggest that this is monochromatic yellow color grading. Let's take a look at this still from Iron Man. Notice how the highlights, and most importantly the facial tones, are noticeably orange. Meanwhile, the shadows and darker colors are pushed towards a teal or even a blue, as shown by the camo jacket looking noticeably blue. One such reason for this style is that by pushing the facial tones towards orange and the shadows toward blue, a sense of high contrast is gained without losing much detail in the shadows. It's important to notice that blue and orange color grading also affects costume, as in this scene, Chris Pratt and his co-stars are dressed exclusively in blue and orange costume. Naturally, orange was chosen for the flesh tones, and then blue and teal became the default color for pretty much everything else, due to blue being the complementary color of orange. Additionally, blue-orange color grading is said to keep viewers more involved with what's happening on the screen, rather than natural color schemes, as it's noticeably different from how we view our everyday lives. So why is blue-orange color grading bad? Well, it's not. The problem lies with the fact that it's used everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Superhero movies? Generic Western film? Movies shot in the city? How about movies shot in outer space? Its overuse has become a problem, and it's almost a crutch that filmmakers tend to lean on. I mean, just take a look at the scene from Transformers. Megan Fox looks like she's doing her best Donald Trump impression, while the shadows of both of their shirts are so blue. Additionally, this scene from Blinded by the Light takes the cake, as a pale teal is just slapped across everything, so much so that the grass and sky are far too similar in hue.
Alright gang, Whiplash. Little under tempo, okay? Neiman, just do your best.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
If you haven't seen Whiplash, it's a masterclass in filmography. However, let's put aside all of the many things the film does well, and focus on its color grading exclusively. Now, it does use blue-orange color grading, but thankfully it's not too strong and is used sparingly. However, Whiplash really gets it going with its use of yellow. In the scenes where Andrew is being attacked by Fletcher, the use of this harsh yellow really sells the intensity. By doing this, the viewer is able to predict Fletcher lashing out far before it happens, as the color grading lets them know of his inevitable outburst.
Perhaps this will soothe you. While questing once, and now just listen to the words. Hush!
When it comes to red-yellow color grading, no one has popularized it more than the GOAT. Wes Anderson's use of this technique is undeniable proof that you don't need to use blue-orange color grading to achieve the cinematic look. While many others have written off these outlandish combinations as gimmicks, Wes Anderson makes entire films using them, all the while making sure it still looks as clean and as polished as traditional color grading. Wes Anderson makes red-yellow color grading feel as natural as possible, going along with the theme of the movie, rather than just being some crappy effect that was added on for the sake of being different. And it's not just red-yellow. Even using blue-orange color grading, Wes Anderson is able to stray away from the traditional high contrast and super dark values that we normally see. Take a look at the scene from Asteroid City, where much of the facial tones are preserved, but he uses desaturation and color grading in order to induce a retro vibe.
Through S1, extreme laceration of the spinal cord, probably looking at some form of paralysis.
When it comes to creating that cinematic feel without completely destroying your big name actor's skin tones, no one does it better than Marvel. With only the use of minimal color grading, Marvel is still able to achieve that blockbuster production level look. By not relying on color grading to hide mistakes, Marvel does everything else to perfection and creates a picture quality that is unmatched, which helps to bring the superhero world closer to reality. So, what have we learned? Color grading is really important. It sets the overall tone and style of the film, helps to keep the viewer engaged, and can even be a plot device, like how it was used in Whiplash. But color grading can't fix everything. Poor lighting, shot choice, and picture quality are the basis for a good looking film. It's like trying to frost a cake, but instead of a cake, you have a pile of shit. It's not going to look good no matter how much icing you slap on top of it. It just so happens that the default color of icing is blue-orange, and a lot of bad filmmakers just slap it on top of their pile of shit, and it's ruined what was otherwise a really great color grading combination. For my friends who this video is intended for, thank you for coming to my PowerPoint presentation. If somehow you stumbled across this video and you weren't here for PowerPoint night, please don't flame me. I edited this in maybe like 10 hours total, so the video is complete trash. Thank you.